Hope you enjoyed.
Today we are going to look carefully at the test paper. Okay, so our lesson is called Zooming on Mid-Year Exam Paper, of course, for grade 12. I think you know that this year in the mid-year exam you have new specifications. The shape of the test is changed. Okay, so today we are going to look at the grammar, and we will see that the grammar has some changes, and don't worry, it's not so difficult. Okay, so when we look at the grammar test, or the grammar part of the test, we have 4 types of questions. The first one is multiple choice, and the second one is reordering, and then we have correction, and then we have filling in. So these are the 4 types of questions you are going to have in the exam this term. So we have multiple choice questions. They are only 5 sentences, and you are to choose the most suitable answer. And then we have reordering, also 5 questions, and they are sentences with jumbled words, and what you should do is you have to arrange these words, okay, to form correct sentence. They are also 5. Then we have correction, where you have a mistake and the word is underlined, and you are to correct the underlined word. These are also 5 sentences, or can be 5 questions. And then we have filling in, and this is again 5 spaces to fill in, but it has a different shape. Okay, it's a kind of a gloss test, and don't worry, we are going to have some examples on each type of question. Okay, so again we are looking at the grammar. We have multiple choice, 5 sentences, reordering 5 sentences, correction 5, and filling in 5. So all in all, the grammar is going to be out of 20. Okay, let's look at the first type of question, which is of course multiple choice. Choose the most suitable answer from A, B, C, or D. Number 1, please be quiet. I to concentrate. The options: A, trying; B, am trying; C, have tried; and D, has tried. So be careful that we have here 2 sentences. Please be quiet. I to concentrate. So of course, remember when we said there should be subject-verb agreement, and I should look at the sentence, at the tense and the full sentence and so on. So is it I trying? Of course not, because you can't say I trying. Again, can I say I has tried? Definitely you can't, because I as a subject can't take verb has. Okay, so of course A and D you have to eliminate. These 2 options, A and D, are wrong. So we have here B and C. These can be suitable answers. So you try to think. Please be quiet. I what? To concentrate. Of course, when you talk to somebody, it means that you are doing it now. So which answer? You tell me. Is it I am trying to concentrate, or I have tried to concentrate? What do you think? Very good. The answer is B, I am trying to concentrate. Number 2. I have taken several tests the beginning of the semester. A, since; B, for; C, from; D, ago. Of course, in order to find the correct answer here, you have to look at the tense. And here the verb is have taken. So, can you say ago? Yeah, wrong. Can you say from? Yes, again, this is wrong. So again, C and D, you have to just forget about them. So you have to concentrate on A or B. So which is the suitable answer? The beginning of the semester. Be careful, okay? Yes, I knew that you were going to answer well, correctly. Yeah, very good. Since. Why since? Because after since you have to have a specific time. We are looking at a specific time here, the beginning of the semester. It's not a period of time, it is the specific time. So that's why I have to use since and not for. Okay? So this is a specific time, the beginning and not the end. Okay? Number 3. Salim is in a good shape physically. He gets a lot of exercise. A, despite. B, because. C, although. D, in spite of. So you have to just look at what are the kind of words you have to choose. Despite, because, although, in spite of. What are these? Of course, here in this sentence, we are connecting between two sentences, okay? We are linking between two sentences. So these, all of them, these are linkers. So let's again look at the sentence carefully. Salim is in a good shape physically. He gets a lot of exercise. So which one should we choose? Is it despite? Is it because? Is it although? Is it in spite of? Be careful that the second part of the sentence is like reason. Okay? So when we talk about reason, the only correct answer is because. Very good. So number 3 will be Salim is in a good shape physically because he gets a lot of exercise. Number 4, Afra didn't have any money, so she decided a job. A, find. B, finding. C, to find. And D, found. So again, here in this sentence, you have to look carefully again and try to choose the correct answer. Here in the second part of the sentence, you have the verb decided. And here in this question, you have to look carefully and try to choose either to use a gerund or an infinitive. Okay, because you have here decided. So of course then A and D completely wrong. Forget about them totally. Okay, so we have A, find, forget about it. D, found, forget about it. And then we have finding or to find. After the verb decided, what should you put? Is it a gerund, finding, or an infinitive, to find? Yes, you have to put an infinitive, to find, because decided should take after it an infinitive, okay? Because we have here to, decided to find, and the infinitive means to plus the say the form of the verb as it is, the infinitive, okay? Infinitive with to. And the gerund is, of course, in this case we have finding. It's the verb find plus ing at the end. So here the key word for choosing correctly is the verb decided. Okay, so decided to find. So Afra didn't have any money, so she decided to find a job. Number 5, the new highway will sometime next week. A, is complete. B, complete. C, are completed. And D, be completed. Yeah, this is very easy, right? Next week. And the key word here is, of course, will. Of course, this sentence, is it an active sentence? Where is the subject? If it is an active sentence, then we need the subject. Let's say somebody will do that, okay? But this sentence isn't active, this sentence is passive. Where when we start the sentence using, of course, the object, okay? And we forget about the subject because the object is more important than the subject. The new highway here is more important as information than the person who will build it or who will construct it. So here we have will. In the passive sentence, is it okay to say will is complete? Yeah, there should be verb to be, but of course it's not going to be using is or are, okay? We don't use is or are with will. So again, A and C, completely wrong. Okay? Then I have complete and I have be completed. If the sentence is active, then I can say will complete and it's okay. But this sentence is not active. It is passive, as we said, when I start using the object. So it should be what? Yes, will be completed. So when I have a modal verb in the passive form, I should use verb to be as in its shape, and then I use the past participle of the main verb, completed. So it will be, the new highway will be completed sometime next week. Okay? Let's look at another, some other samples, again on the same question. Choose the most suitable answer from A, B, or C or D. Number 1, we decided to have the wedding in the summer than in the spring. A, quite, rather, C, very, and D, even. In answering such a question, you try to look for the key word. Which word? We decided to have the wedding in the summer than in the spring. So you have here than. So which word I should put with than? Is it very? Yes, I heard you. Wrong? No? Excellent. So it's going to be rather than in the summer. In the spring. Rather than, which is, it's like better than, in spring than the summer, okay? So, or in the summer than the spring. Number 2. Could you please bring me cup of tea? A, other, B, others, C, another, and D, the others. So, number 2, could you please bring me cup of tea? Of course, here you have singular cup, okay? So, definitely, if you have cup of tea which is singular, you just eliminate the words in the options which are plural. So, B, others, forget about it. D, the others, again, forget about it, because these are plural, okay? So what you have here is A and C, other or another. So the answer is going to be yes, another cup of tea, okay? Number 3, after I had finished my work, I out for a walk. Go, went, gone, going. After I had finished my work, I out for a walk. You have here the word after, okay? Then you have the first, of course, when we use after, there should be two verbs, and I think you know that very well, okay? So there should be two verbs, one of them happened before the other, okay? So here, in this sentence, we have after here, then the first verb after, which came after it, is, of course, past perfect. Then the second verb should be, is it go? Can you put go present simple with had finished, which is past perfect? Of course you can't. What about going? Again, in this sentence I can't put going because I have the subject I. So again, going is completely, here in this sentence, completely wrong. What about gone? I can't put gone as past participle on its own like that. So gone is wrong. So what is the correct answer? Very good, it's went. So after I had finished my work, I went out for a walk. So always when you have after, one of the verbs is going to be had finished, which is past perfect, and the second verb is past simple. If you look at the meaning, always the first verb in action is past perfect, and the second verb in action is the past simple. So in this sentence, what happened first? Finishing the work or going out for a walk? You just think like that. Of course, finishing the work happened first, than, of course, before going out for a walk. So the verb which happened first will be past perfect, and the second verb, the second event, is going to be past simple. Number 4. Were you invited for the meeting? You yourself well. Of course, here were here means if. Okay? So A, prepare, B, prepared, C, shall prepare, and D, should prepare. Of course, here where here means if, and as you can see it, we have here all in the yes, excellent, in the past, invited. So which one should you choose? So again, of course, this is conditional because we said if, and you have here invited, past. So you have to think of conditional type 2. When you have past, which word should you use? Very good. Should prepare. Were you invited for the meeting? You should prepare yourself well. This is type 2 conditional, and as we said before, if you have the past here invited, then any modal verb can do, of course. It's like I can say I would prepare, I should prepare, I could prepare, and so on, okay? So don't just take because it's wrong because I didn't find would. This is wrong. Should, can do also. So you try to concentrate on where, okay? Where you invited. Number 5. Space of the heavy rain, floods damaged a large part of the city. A, as, B, because, C, for, and D, since. Again, these are linkers. I'm linking between two sentences, okay? Of the heavy rain, floods damaged a large part of the city. Can I say as of? Can I say since of? Can I say for of? Yes, of course, I can't say any of this. These, if I say as of, this doesn't make any sense. So, very good, the answer here is because you know that because I can have of. Because of the heavy rain, floods damaged a large part of the city. Again, the third model, and again we are looking at the first type of question, which is multiple choice. Number 1, many schools every year. A, build. B, is built. C, are built. D, were built. Again, what type of sentence we have here? Is it an active sentence? If you say yes, then show me the subject. Yeah, you can't find the subject because this sentence is not an active one. This is a passive sentence. Many schools. So if I have a passive sentence, then I will go immediately and look for the passive verb, okay? So which word here, which option should I forget about? Should I eliminate? Of course, A, build. Completely wrong here because this is not an active sentence. This is a passive one, okay? So I have to look at B, is built, C, are built, and D, were built, okay? All B, C, D, these are all passive verbs, yeah? Okay. Then, first of all, I look for at my word here, schools, plural. Remember when we were talking about subject-verb agreement, and we said that, of course, in this case, this is not the subject, okay? This is the beginning of the sentence. But we said that if I have plural, then I should have, the verb should be in the plural. So can I say many schools is? Sure, I can't say that because I have schools plural. So B again is completely wrong. What about C and D? Are built and were built. I have here every year. So every year is what? Past, were built, D? No. So every year here, of course, I have to use the present. So then it will be C, are built. So many schools are built every year. Okay. Number 2. If you lost more weight, your health in danger. A, B will be, C would be, D would have been. Again, this is a conditional sentence because we have if. Also, the verb here is lost, present or past. You have to think like that during the exam, okay? So, of course, lost, this is past, right? So, which type should I look, should I think about? Yes, sure, I should think of type 2, conditional type 2. So, you choose would be. Excellent. Your health would be in danger. So, if you lost more weight, your health would be in danger. Very good. Number 3. I wish I, my friend yesterday. A, meet. B, meets. C, meeting. D, had met. Of course, here when we have wish, the verb wish, which tense should we use? I wish I, my friend yesterday. Okay? So again, there are some options here which you should forget totally about them, okay? Of course, A is completely wrong because you have wish and because you have yesterday. So you can't say meet at all. And of course, B, meets. Again, you can't say I meets. Completely wrong. Okay? What about meeting? Again, this is completely wrong. So which one is the correct answer? Even if you don't know that wish should take this type of tense. So the correct answer is going to be had met. So in the exam, please try to choose, even if you don't know which tense or the rule or anything, you try to just remove the words which are completely wrong. So then you will find yourself facing the correct answer. So here, I wish I had met my friend yesterday. Number 4, I look to hearing from you very soon. A, up. B, forward. C, in. D, to. Of course, this we are looking at the phrasal verbs, look, and what comes with look, okay? Of course, here, all of them can be correct, but in this context, you have here to hearing from. So the only correct answer, and you always use that when you write letters or when you send your friends emails. So it is going to be, I look forward to hearing from you very soon. So this is very easy, and you can just get the mark easily. Number 5, Ali is the son in the family. A, old. B, older. C, oldest. D, the old. Of course, here we are talking about superlatives because we have the. So if you have the and the adjective comes after it, it should be what? Is it older or the oldest? Which one? Excellent. Ali is the oldest son in the family. Very good. So as you saw now, these were 3 types of, or 3 samples of the first type of your question, which is multiple choice question. And I think you were trained very well dealing with multiple choice. Okay? So don't worry about multiple choice questions. They are not so difficult, okay? And you can do them very well by just trying to look for the keyword and try to, if you don't know the correct answer immediately, try to eliminate or forget about some of the options. Then you will find the answer easily in front of you, okay? Let's move on and see another type of question, which is rewrite the following to make meaningful sentence. I think you had such a question last year, so it's not going to be so difficult for you, where you have some sentences, some words, and you have to just very easily arrange them to form suitable sentences. Like number 1, very durable, need a elevator, we American. So of course we have to, in order to do such question or in order to arrange such words, we should look for the subject. Okay? So where is the subject? Do you think we is the subject or American? Yeah, we, of course, is the subject. So this will be, we will be the beginning of my sentence. Okay, I put it at the beginning. And then where is the verb? Excellent. Need. Okay, what comes after that? Very good. Very durable. And then you have adjective and of course the noun. So the answer is going to be, we need a very durable American elevator. So in order to answer such type of questions good, okay, and you do them correctly, you should just try to look for the subject and verb, and then you'll find things going smoothly. Okay, so in this case we have here, we need a very durable American elevator. Okay, number 2, will I, will help, and so Sammy you. Okay, so of course you look for the subject, so it's going to be Sammy. Okay, and don't just confuse that will, because you have will I at the beginning, then this means a question. You don't have a question mark at the end. Okay, so this is not a question, so you need to look for the subject, Sammy. Okay, so it should be like that. Sammy will help you, and so will I. Because you have here 2 verbs, will. Be careful, will help here. These, they should be put together, okay? They are not separated. So Sammy will help you, and so will I, okay? So when you find such a question, you will have each 2 or 3 words that are put together. You have to put them together as they are. So you have here will I, and then slash, will help, slash, and so slash Sammy, and then slash. So it's like these 2 words should be put together in the sentence. These 2 words should be put together in the sentence, okay? It's not that you have one word on its own, okay? Number 3, the teacher enjoyed the lecture, neither nor the students. Again, I will read that. The teacher enjoyed the lecture, neither nor the students. Again, which word you are going to start, which word you are going to begin with? Yes, very good. Neither, because this word is the word which is capital lettered. Okay, remember capitalization when we were dealing with writing, and we said that you always start your sentence with a capital letter. So this can be an indication to the correct choice. Yeah, so excellent. Neither the teacher nor the students enjoy the lecture. When we say neither, of course, after neither you have to put the subject, the teacher, and then you have nor, the students, and then you put the verb enjoyed the lecture. Again, neither, you can pronounce it as neither or neither. Both are correct. Number 4. A speech thanked me for giving the mayor. Of course, the mayor is like a governor in America, okay? A person responsible of a small town or something like that. So, which word you think that we are going to start with our sentence? Yeah, the one which is capitalized, the mayor. This is the subject. Yeah, and then after that, where's the verb? Remember, we said subject and then the verb. This is English, okay? So it will be the mayor thanked me. Yeah, thanked me. What is the reason? Excellent. For giving, excellent, a speech. So it will be the mayor thanked me for giving a speech. Very good. The coming one, you will do it on your own. Number 5. Cradle was broken, whose the little child was an orphan. Of course, you know the meaning of the word cradle. Cradle is like a small bed for babies, and it's like a small bed where they put the child in, and it has wheels. Okay, so we call that a cradle. So we have here cradle was broken, whose the little child was an orphan. You have 2 seconds to answer this, to arrange the words. So, which word you are going to start with? Which part of the sentence you are going to start with? Yes, excellent. The one which is capitalized. So it will be the little child. Excellent. And then, very good. The little boy or the little child whose cradle was broken was an orphan. And be careful when we have whose here, we try to put commas. Okay, so the little boy, comma, whose cradle was broken, comma, was an orphan. I am using here whose. This is a relative pronoun. Okay, so it will be the little boy or the little child whose cradle was broken was an orphan. Number 6. Notebook, always a take and notes carry. Notebook, always a take and notes carry. So, excellent. Always carry a notebook and take notes. Always try when you rearrange the words, go for the capital lettered words. Okay, this will be the beginning, and then you try to put the verb after that. Okay, so you have always carry a notebook and take notes. Remember, this type of question you only have 5 of them in the exam. Okay. Here, of course, I'm trying to put more sentences to give you more practice. So you'll have more sentences. It's good for you to practice this. And again, your teachers will just give you more practice. Don't worry at all. Number 7. University, at the, you, want, choose, you, study, what, to, can. Again, university, at the, you, want, choose, you, study, what, to, can. So, the beginning of the sentence is going to be what? Of course, definitely you are going to go for at the. Very good. So, what will be the word after at the? Yes. So, it's going to be, yeah. At the university, you can choose what you want to study. At the university, you can choose what you want to study. So here you have you, and of course you have can. Remember, we said between the slash, the slashes, this you can use this word on its own. Okay? So at the university, you can choose what you want to study. Excellent. Number 8. Very plagiarism a offense serious is. And I think you know the meaning of the word plagiarism because this came in your book, okay? Plagiarism means when you do a report or when you write a report or you just write something and you take the words of others and you say that these are your own words, okay? So this we mean plagiarism, and this means that stealing the work of others. So it's really very serious, okay? Western countries, you can go to jail. So if we have here very plagiarism, a offense serious is. So of course you are going to start your sentence with the words that's got a capital letter in, yeah? So plagiarism. And then what should we use? Of course I'll go for the verb is. So it's going to be like that. Plagiarism is a very serious offense. Always after the before the noun you have the adjective serious, okay? So it's going to be like that. Plagiarism is a very serious offense. Okay, let's have more examples. Number 9, talk to teacher your or your counselor you if have problem A. Okay, I'm going to write it again, to read it again. Talk to teacher your or your counselor you if have problem A. Of course, when you have if here, this means that you're going to start, you begin your sentence with if, okay? I'll give you 2 seconds to arrange these words to form meaningful sentence. Okay, yeah. So it's going to be, if you have a problem, if you have a problem, talk to your teacher or your counselor. If you have a problem, talk to your teacher or your counselor. Okay, and I just need to give you a piece of advice here. Try to make sure after you write your sentences to make sure that you used all the words. You did not forget any of the words, okay? So it is important to make sure that you used all the words and never forget one word. A here is important, and you try to make sure that you used it. Okay? Number 10. Don't add to university uniform have wear a U. Okay? Don't add to university uniform have wear a U. I'll give you 2 seconds to arrange this. Make sure that you used all the words. So the answer is going to be, you don't have to wear a uniform at university. So hopefully next year you wouldn't have, of course, to wear any uniform. You go to the university free. So the sentence will be, you don't have to wear a uniform at university. Number 11. Went so that I out buy could vegetables I. Again, went so that I out buy could vegetables I. Of course, you have here two I, okay? Sure, in the test you can have it as slash like that, or this dash, okay? It's the same. So, very good. The answer will be, I went out so that I could buy vegetables. I went out so that I could buy vegetables. That's why we have two I here, okay? I went out so that I could. Number 12. Early came to they meeting there. Early came to they meeting there. Again, you'll have 2 seconds to arrange these words to form a meaningful sentence. You have to decide on which word you begin your sentence with, okay? And then you find things coming after that smoothly, okay? Don't worry. Yes, the answer is going to be, they came early to their meeting. They came early to their meeting. Excellent. Number 13. Read a story yesterday, education I about. Read a story yesterday, education I about. Again, you are going to rearrange these words to form meaningful sentences. Excellent. I read a story about education yesterday. I read a story about education yesterday. Okay? Number 14. Next, lives man the who a is door pilot. Next, lives man the who a is door pilot. You do that. So, you are going to check your answer now. Is it correct? Very good. The man who lives next door is a pilot. The man who lives next door is a pilot. So I have here who lives next door. This is a clause, okay, which starts with a relative pronoun who, and this describes the man. That's why I put it near it, okay? So the man who lives next door is a pilot. Okay? Number 15. Watering Fahd the garden in flowers is now the. Watering, of course, watering can be the verb from the noun water, okay? And to water as verb means to irrigate. Let's say the plants, you give them water in order to grow, okay? So we have here watering Fahd the garden in flowers is now the. Very good. So, Fahad is watering the flowers in the garden now. Fahad is watering the flowers in the garden now. Okay, so by this sentence we come to the end of this part of the second part of course, your exam, which is this type of question, which is rewrite the following to make meaningful sentences. Again, as you said, this is not so difficult. You know it very well. You just have to make sure that you used all the words. You did not forget any of the words, okay? And also try most of the time to go for the capital lettered word, okay? Remember capitalization. You'll mostly find the first word always capitalized, okay? And then, of course, if you know that the first word is capitalized, then this is the subject. You go look for the verb which comes after it, and so on. So don't worry. It's like games, okay? It's like puzzles. So don't worry about that, and you'll have only 5 sentences in the midterm exam, okay? Let's move on and see what other types of questions you are going to have in the midterm exam. Here we have correct the underlined words in the following sentences. So it will be like this. You have a sentence and you have the word which is mistaken is underlined, and you are going to just correct it. You had such type of question in grade 10 and I think also in grade 11. So this is not new, okay? So number 1, do you think that there is life in the moon? Of course, here they told you in is wrong. How to correct it? What should I do in order to correct it? This is very easy, okay? Don't worry at all. So can I say, do you think that there is life in the moon? Can I say in the moon? Does it make sense? No, I should say on the moon. Very good. I can't say in the moon. We are not living in something. We're living on it, okay? So here it's like on earth. It's the same as on the moon, okay? So in I should change in and say on, okay? Number 2, the tea is very hot to drink. The tea is very hot to drink. Here they tell you that that very is wrong. And I think, yes, you know that very here is wrong because we have here something else. Here we have to. Okay, so if I have to here, what should I use here? Excellent. Too hot to drink. Okay, so it will be the tea is too hot to drink. If I have very can be correct until here. If I say this tea is very hot and then full stop, I stop, it's okay. But because the sentence is continued using to drink, okay, then of course very is wrong. I have to correct it. So too hot to drink. Again, this is easy. I know that you know that very well. Number 3. How far did it take you to mend my car? Can I say how far when I talk about time? Because how did I know that I'm talking about time? Because I have here, did it take you to mend my car? Did it take you to mend my car? So I can't say how far when I talk about time. I use how far when I talk about distance, okay, and places which are far or near, things like that. But when I say how far, do you think this is, of course, this is completely wrong. So how to correct it? What is the correct answer? Yeah, very good. For time, I have to say how long. So it should be how long did it take you to mend my car? So see, things are not difficult, they are very easy, and all of you can do that very well. Number 4. You can't benefit from the lecture if you listen carefully. If here is wrong, I should use some other word again which is conditional, okay? Because here I have negative, can't. So if I have can't here, negative in the conditional, should I use if or what? You tell me. Excellent. Unless. Very good. So you have to, it should be, you can't benefit from the lecture unless you listen carefully. So I can't say here if, because I need to have unless, because what happens is that I have here the negative. You can't benefit unless you listen. Okay? Number 5. The Dead Sea is the low place in the word. So, low is wrong. I need to correct that. And I just need to look at this word in order to tell me what type of, how to correct this, okay? Of course, low is an adjective, yeah? And you have the, and then of course place in the word. So this adjective, could you leave it as it is, or could you use something with it? Of course, because we have the, then I should use the superlative, remember? And the superlative means it should be lowest. Because I have est, I should add the suffix est, the end of the word, okay? Because this is the superlative. So it should be the Dead Sea is the lowest place in the word. See, things are manageable. Don't worry, these are not difficult at all. You need only to think well, okay? Number 6. Amina said, I finished my homework yet. Okay? So of course finish is completely wrong. You have here the keyword yet. What tense should you use when you have yet? Okay? So you tell me. Excellent. I haven't finished my homework yet. First of all, yet takes the present perfect, okay? Have finished. And also, when I use yet, I should use the negative, okay? Because she's saying, I haven't finished my homework yet, okay? So when you have yet, you use the present perfect and the negative, okay? Number 7. The coffee is enough hot that I can't drink it. The coffee is enough hot that I can't drink it. Of course here, enough is wrong, huh? And they are telling you, please correct this word. So, what is the key word here? And if you look at the key words, you will find it very easy to correct this. You have that. And before that, you have adjective. What should you put here? Remember, we have something, adjective that. Very good. The coffee is so hot that I can't drink it. So that. Okay? And of course, after so that, sometimes you use the negative, okay, according to the sentence. The coffee is so hot that I can't drink it. Number 8. He went to the club every day. He went to the club every day. Of course, went is wrong, yeah? The key word here is every day. What tense you are going to use? Excellent. He goes to the club every day. He goes to the club every day. Okay? So this is the tense, present simple tense. With he, always the verb takes S. Okay? Again, another, the same type. We have another sample. Correct the underlined words. Here, number 1, a horrible accident happened in April the 2nd, 1990. Okay, we are looking here at prepositions of time. Okay, so of course here we have April the 2nd, 1990. This is date. Am I going to use in with it, or? Yes, it should be on. So prepositions of time, when I deal with dates, it is of course date. I have to use on. So I corrected, I changed in into on. So it's a horrible accident happened on April the 2nd, 1990. When I have dates, I need to use the preposition on. Number 2, the manager appreciated my participate in the last project. Participate is wrong because this is a verb, yeah? I'm just giving you some clues. What should I put here? Instead of a verb, I should use what? So number 2 again, the manager appreciated my participate in the last project. So, yes, very good. I should use the noun. So the verb participate and the noun form of this word is participation. So the manager appreciated my participation in the last project. Okay, participation. So in this case, they wanted to check that I know word forms, that I knew the noun form of the verb participate. Okay, again, don't worry. Number 3, the lunch smelled delicious. I will eat more. Number 3, again, the lunch smelled delicious. I will eat more. Of course, here smell is a verb. Okay, so remember, subject verb agreement. Here the lunch, it, and so yes, smells delicious. I will eat more. So with the lunch, the verb should take S because this is present simple tense. Okay, smells. Number 4, I wish I can buy a new car. I wish I can buy a new car. Can is wrong. Okay, you tell me how to correct that. Remember, we have the verb here, wish. Very good. It will be, I wish I could buy a new car. I wish I could buy a new car. Try it always to use with wish, past simple or past perfect. Okay, this is a tip. Number 5, after repair the car, the mechanic washed it. After repair the car, the mechanic washed it. When I have after and there is no subject after it, what type of verb should I use? Is it going to be a verb or what? Yes, it's going to be, very good, gerund. So it will be, after repairing the car, the mechanic washed it. And this you'll have it with after and before, okay? If you have after and there is no subject after the word after or the word before, so you try to always to use the gerund. Repairing, okay? Number 6, the police arresting the thief yesterday. The police arresting the thief yesterday. Of course, the key word here is yesterday. So the verb is going to be in the, yes, past simple tense. So it will be the police arrested the thief yesterday. So in correcting these words, or the words in the sentences, you try to look for the key words. Okay, it will be very easy for you to, if you look for the key words, very easy for you to correct the mistake. Okay. Number 7, she didn't help the poor in spite of she was rich. She didn't help the poor in spite of she was rich. Of course, after in spite of, I don't have subject, okay? So that's why in spite of here is wrong. What should I do in order to correct such a sentence? Yeah, she didn't help the poor although she was rich. This is how to correct the sentence. She didn't help the poor although she was rich. So I changed in spite of and used although. So until here, this is the end of this part of type 3 question, where you have to correct the underlined words. Okay, and as you said, so this is easy to get all correct. Okay, just look at the keywords and try to very easily and simply correct the mistake. Yeah, so in this type of question you have only 5 sentences. Okay, let's look at the last type of question. I think this is a bit of new for you. It says choose the most suitable answers from A, B, C or D. So in here, this is, I think, the new type where we have some, it's like a very small paragraph, and this paragraph got spaces in, okay, where you have to fill in them, and each space got a number, and of course you go down and you have you look at the number and you choose from the choices, from the options. Okay, you choose A, B, C, D. This we call a gloss test. You'll have this in grammar and also another one like it in vocabulary. In the coming lesson we are going to look at it. Don't worry, okay? So let's look at what we got here. Like it or not, the plastic bag has a part of our lives. So we have here the space number 1. So let's look at here. For number 1 we have the options A become, B became, C becomes, D becoming. So which one is the correct answer? Remember we have here has. So I need to look for what? Remember the way it's a kind of a multiple choice question. Remember what we said at the beginning? Try to eliminate the wrong options, okay? Then you'll have 1 or 2 only to choose from. So here you have the keyword is here has. So the correct answer is going to be become. Very good, past participle. So has become a part of our lives, and today most people around the world don't use anything else to carry their in. So here we have number 2. The space got number 2. So I'll go for number 2 here, the number 2, and choose, is it A, shop, B, shopping, C, to shopping, D, shopped. So to carry their in. So yes, very good. To carry their shopping in. Excellent. Then globally we carry home between 500 billion plastic bags and 1 trillion annually. Is 15 bags a year for every single person, Earth. In this sentence we have 2 spaces, okay, number 3 and number 4. So let's look for number 3 here, try to choose the correct answer. So 3 we have who, whom, which, whose. So you try again to read the sentence and try to choose the correct answer. So globally we carry home between 500 billion plastic bags and 1 trillion annually. Okay? And then is 15 bags a year for every single person. So, which one? Is it who? Is it whom? Is it which? Is it whose? Yes, which, because I'm talking about bags and plastic bags, okay? Which is 15 bags a year for every single person, earth. Number 4, we have prepositions here. A, on, B, in, C, of, D, at. Yes, remember when we were talking about the moon? So of course, when we talk about earth, always use the preposition on. Single person on earth, okay? The last sentence, despite they don't explain why plastic bags have become so, A, hates, B, hating, C, hated, and D, hate. So what? Yes, hated, okay? Adjective. So despite they don't explain why plastic bags have become so hated, okay? So this is again a kind of multiple choice, but in a form of a small paragraph when you have some spaces and then you go to choose the correct answer from the numbers, okay? You have 4 options and so on. Let's have a look at another sample. Choose the most suitable answer from A, B, C, or D. On to the surface, the men said that they had no difficulty in breathing and had made many scientific observations. This one full sentence has 3 spaces to fill in, okay? So let's look at number 1. On to the surface, A, returning, B, return, C, returned, and D, returns. So of course, which one is to choose? On to the surface. So on what? Very good. You have to use the gerund, returning. So on returning to the surface, the man said that they had, and again, be careful in the exam to choose. You go, let's say number 2, you go to choose from number 2. Don't miss numbers, okay? This is important. So they had no difficulty in breathing. So A, experience, B, experienced, C, experiencing, and D, to be experienced. Of course, here you have they said that they had experienced, of course, no difficulty in breathing and had made many scientific observations. 3. Interest, interested, interesting, interests. Yeah, and had made many interesting scientific observations. Okay. The leader of the party, Captain Salim, spoke of the possibility of cultivating the seabed. That if permanent stations were set up under the sea, underwater farms could food for the growing population of the world. So let's look again at the sentence from the beginning. We have here, this sentence got 1 space. That if permanent stations, right? So we'll go for number 4 here. We have A, say, B, saying, C, said, D, says. That if permanent, okay? So of course, it should be what? Yeah, he said that if permanent stations were set up under the sea, underwater farms could food for the growing population of the world. So here, number 5, A, provide, B, provides, C, provided, and D, providing. So of course, the underwater farms could, excellent, provide food for the growing population of the world. Okay, so you just very easily try to stick to the number. Okay, if you have here number 2, you go choose from number 2. If you have number 4, you go to number 4 items and choose from them, A, B, C, or D. Okay, it's the same style as, of course, the multiple choice, but in a different way, as we said. Let's have a look at the last sample. It was my first day of class. I finally the right room. Now I'm just going to read and you will choose the answers, okay? Number 1, A, find, B, found, C, finds, D, finding. It was my first day of class. I finally, excellent, found the right room. The room already full of students. So space 2 we have here, A is, B was, C has, D were. The room, very good, was already full of students. On one side of the room, some students were talking busily. Students were speaking Japanese and some were conversing in Arabic. Of course, conversing means, this is the verb comes from the word conversation, okay? It means that they were talking together. So, here, students were speaking Japanese and some were conversing in Arabic. So, space 3 we have A, others, B, the others, C, another, and D, the other. Yeah, so the answer is going to be the other students were speaking Japanese and some were conversing in Arabic. I chose an empty seat in last row and sat down. So space 4, A, B, an, C, the, and D means nothing, no article. Very good. In the last row and sat down. Okay. In a few minutes, the teacher came into the room and all the conversation stopped. So space 5, I have A, quietly, B, quietness, C, quieter, and D, quiet. So the teacher came into the room. How did the teacher come into the room? Very good. Of course, when I asked you how, I wanted you to choose the adverb, quietly. And all the conversation stopped. By this, we come to the end of our lesson. And we looked at 4 types of questions in the grammar. So as you see, all of them you know. All of them are easy. You don't have to worry at all. So the first type, we have multiple choice questions. We have five sentences. Then we have rearranged the words to form meaningful sentences. Again, you are going to have 5. Then we had correct the mistakes, and the mistakes are underlined in the sentence, and you are to correct them. And this is the last type, which we call it fill in, or this is a kind of a gloss test, where you have a very small passage and you just try to fill in the spaces using the items or the options, okay, for each space. Thank you and good luck. This comes to the end of our lesson. I hope you enjoyed it, and try not to be afraid of any of the items of the questions we talked about. Good luck.